Previously in the Barndominium, we reached new heights and decided to secure some trusses that were a bit wobbly.
Doesn't jiggle. Look at that.
Our ceiling fans won't wobble. At least not because the trusses are wobbly anyways. Nice, nice.
Roof won't blow away either.
We also cooled things off with some ceiling fans, and in this week's video we're hoping to stay on a more solid ground.
Today is the day, guys. We are putting trim on the windows. Very exciting day.
Oh, I thought today was the day you hired a contractor.
But first, in case you're new around here, here's a quick introduction as to who we are. Hi there, we're Matt and Stacy. We recently bought an off-grid property in beautiful West Virginia. We've been busy making this property our own little slice of paradise, adding in a few modern conveniences, having fun learning all of the construction trades, and converting a pole barn into our future home. This channel is about my passion for painting with a torch and wax, and about our passion for adventure and taking risks. Consider subscribing and join this creative community. And don't forget, hit that thumbs up button if you're enjoying the video.
Also, today is probably not the day we're going to put trim on the windows. Today is the day we are measuring and cutting. This is probably going to be a 3, 4, 5 day event, but we are starting the window trim. And yes, we probably shouldn't have put all of the stuff in front of the windows, but you know, once again, we're doing things a little backwards, and it's okay. We'll just be rearranging a few things as we go along. All right, we're gonna do a quick test fit on the office window since those are the boards we cut first. We are gonna probably have to shave some things down because unfortunately our walls aren't perfectly square, level. They're not all the same dimension. So, but first let's see if these boards fit.
I'm bored with this job already. How come we chose the farthest one away?
I don't know. Again, not exactly the order of that you should build a house in. You should wait to bring your furniture up before the house is complete, but you know.
Looks like it'll go.
They fit.
Some shimming. I think it's this window trim itself. I think that would be super straight, but you know what I
Sure,
mean?
it's hard for you guys to see, but because I'm filming right against a window, but I think they're gonna work.
I think we'll have to get them to work. We'll just have to shim a little bit and shim and trim possibly when we get to it, but I think we can paint it. Do these cuts. Oh, well, we probably shouldn't shim today too, I guess. We don't want to sand it. Of course, I might do another coating once we paint. Once we have them in and put the nails in, fill in. I got to do another trim like I did on the other ones.
Right.
Yeah, we could do a coat.
And now that we have those logistics figured out, we're going to head back outside and cut the rest of the inside casing for these windows.
see that line? We might be being way too picky. But we're gonna try a 1 degree-ish angle here.
Looks like too much. I don't know.
Maybe not even 1 degree. This is it. This teeny tiny little piece. This is how much we're trimming off of boards. Are we obsessive or what? I don't know. Hopefully it's gonna work out.
Run, Dorothy! Wait, not into the wind.
The storm's a-coming. I think we got done just in time. At least those boards are cut. Now that we have the boards all cut, it's time to set up a painting area and start painting. Yay!
Hey baby, shake it!
You missed a spot here.
Is this what it's like to have an inspector around? My goodness, now I know how you feel.
Right? See? Alright all, in true Matt and Stacy style, let me show you these boards that Matt actually put a second coat of paint on. And yeah, let me just flip them around and show you what we got happening here. Can you see those lovely air bubbles?
Ow! Ow! Ow!
We didn't mean to have textured boards.
I made sandpaper boards.
Yeah. What do we think happened?
I have no idea. Paint was too dry. I have no idea.
Yeah.
It just never
Cured properly.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty thin paint to begin with, so I have a feeling it might have dried out too much while in between the first and second coats.
Yeah, he didn't put he just left the paint in the paint container, not back in the can.
Yeah, with foil.
Right, covered it and everything, which we've done in the past, but for some reason, this time it didn't work, so...
Not a pro.
What are we doing today?
Sanding and painting again.
Right.
And hopefully nailing at some point. Gluing,
Good times.
stuff that's supposed to happen.
Right. So yeah, Matt's gonna go out. It has actually stopped raining, which is good. It's supposed to start back up again. Hopefully he can beat the rain. He's gonna go out and sand all these down, and then we'll put second coat number 3 on them. So yeah, hopefully you won't have to sand it all completely down. There'll still be one layer of paint on, but we are gonna have to put another layer of paint on before we nail these up. So fun times. All right, plan B, C here. It's taking a lot of the paint off. It's definitely smoother, but it's taking a lot of the paint off, so he's gonna hand sand. Fun times.
How do you feel just about distressed wood?
Distressed, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
It's aged, it's decorative. We don't need paint. Alright, so fronts all get covered.
All right, all sanded down, and Matt has asked me again if I'm sure I don't want to go with the rustic kind of barn wood style. And while it's cool, it doesn't match the rest of our window trim. So I think we're going to put another coat of paint on. Yay, rah!
Okay, here's my thoughts. Instead of cabinet doors and trim foam roller, I'm gonna attempt the old standby traditional roller, little roller. And I'm also just stirring instead of shaking to see if that was part of the bubbles. I'm not really sure, but you can see it's a pretty new can of ink, or paint, and fairly runny. We'll see. Wish us luck.
Just asked Matt how things were going. He's putting the second/third coat on here, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's bubbling up some again. And this is the sanded one, obviously, and yeah, we just have no idea why.
Help me out, folks. What the heck is going on here? I've never seen this before. Like the paint is literally just bubbling as we put it on.
Really strange. Can't figure it out. If anybody has any ideas, let us know. All right, so that coat of paint is now dry, and we're gonna at least attempt to get one window done tonight, see how much time we have, go from there. But it is much smoother. It's not perfect, but because we're gonna have to nail these trim pieces in and things like that, we're gonna have to touch up the paint anyways, so we're just going with it. I think you can tell though, it definitely looks much smoother, so that's good. Morning all, in the Barndominium this morning, and it's going to be a scorcher out. So the hair is up in a messy bun, and our plan is to nail up the last window trim around Matt's office area, and then measure, or window casing I guess it is, you'll see. And then measure for the trim pieces, get outside and get those cut. Because it's gonna be so hot today, we're hoping to do that before it gets really hot. Fingers crossed. I don't know then if we're gonna paint this trim yet today or what, but first steps first is we need to measure and cut.
Not necessarily in that order.
What order are we doing?
We might cut and then measure.
What?
I've heard that works.
No. I don't know.
Eyeball it. Use your dominant eye though, not the other one.
Right. Once again, let me remind you, we are not professionals. We're just showing you, taking you along for this journey. This is not a how-to channel. All right, the sills, casing, whatever you call the inside of the window, is all done. And now we're going to measure for the outside trim. All right, here's Matt's fancy rendering. Hopefully the math is right. I want to know though, are we cutting this board slightly crooked? And does this one have a jagged edge at the bottom?
Yes, and the gap.
Okay.
That's what caulk is for.
Just want to make sure, you know.
Not all of us can be artists. Some have to be accountants. Luckily I didn't get out a straight edge.
Right.
And
a 10 key?
Slide rule.
A 10 key perhaps?
Oh, there's like 10 keys right here.
Oh, okay. As you can see behind me, the boards are cut, and now it's time for a coat of black paint. Alright, Matt got all of these boards painted, and now we're going to install the office window, because I'll show you in a second. It's a disaster up there. But he painted over. He had to paint the edges of this small trim pieces, and he painted over what window this was.
Nope, can't see through the paint.
So,
But I've already labeled one.
we got out our trusty diagram, and we're just remeasuring to double check it.
These are the short ones. Because why would they all be the same?
Right.
Although 2 out of 3 windows are the same, and this is only an 1/8 inch of an off. So I'll take it.
That's right.
That's not that big of a difference.
That's right. This is the disaster area. That is the office. So we're going to try to get the office window done first, so that maybe we can get all of this put back away.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. It's nice that we have this fancy work table up here too, isn't it?
It is. It's an added benefit. It's just part of one of the benefits and perks of working for Studio Stacy.
Also, we need more glue.
A lot of glue.
I think the window trim makes a big difference. This versus that. Pretty cool. One done, 2 more to go. Well, we gotta fill holes and touch up paint, but trim's up. Are you finger painting with glue?
It's a technique.
What technique is it?
Mine.
It's okay. Didn't even...
Like that kid in school to eat the glue.
I wouldn't eat this glue. I think it definitely says on the bottle somewhere not to eat it. For this window, we're going with the zebra effect.
Dalmatian.
Dalmatian effect,
I kind of like the contrast.
It's nice white trim against the black. What happened?
Somebody measured once, cut twice.
Yeah, so we're not gonna completely quite get this project done tonight because we need to repaint 2 pieces of this trim, but you know, luckily we had an extra piece of trim left over to cut, so it's at least cut. We just have to repaint it, and we're gonna do that before we put it on the wall because it's, you know, a lot easier to do that. Are you finger painting again?
I'm not sure I'd recommend this technique necessarily, but
It's a technique.
I mean, it gives a nice even coat though, you can see.
I don't know if it's good to get that on your skin, but...
Oh, please. People been eating this for years.
I don't think this stuff. Oh, goodness. Again, don't pay any attention to what we do. We're just showing you what we do, not a how-to channel. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that through this process, but yeah. I'm going to stick this next piece of trim up anyways.
2 windows almost done, and we're calling it. We'll see you in the morning.
Hello all. It's been several days since we picked up the camera here, getting back to this window trim. Matt's gonna paint those 2 boards that we accidentally cut wrong and needed to repaint while I fill some holes here on the existing boards so that when we go to put a second coat on, the nail holes are filled and we can just put a second coat on those, or I guess it'd be a 3rd coat on those. So that's today's project.
Is this a repeat shot? I swear I've done this before. I really like to do projects twice, just for the viewers. I do it all for the viewers, you know. Make mistakes cutting things just so they can learn, watch longer hours of Studio Stacy. It's great riveting content. I mean, what could go wrong? I mean, this is just top-notch, top-quality entertainment at its finest right here.
Yeah. So that's why you cut the initial boards wrong and painted them and then cut these and repainted them?
Yep.
All for the viewers.
All for you.
All right, guys. Well, make sure you give Matt a thumbs up then, because, you know, he's here for you all.
All right, that's enough of these shenanigans. Let's get back to work.
Well, the windows look like they have a case of the chicken pox, so time to get rid of that. All right, 1 coat is on the side pieces, and Matt has decided
To use this on the other side.
okay. Matt has decided that he's going to put the 2nd coat of paint up when they're on the trim. What's happening here?
Well,
Are you sure that's where you want it to go?
yeah, we'll go with that one.
Okay.
I didn't label, so.
Okay.
And once again, we will be picking you up in a few days to hopefully finish this project. Stay tuned. It's almost done. See you then.
All right, all. Welcome to day number 3,422 of us talking about window trim. If you all are tired of us talking about this window trim, just imagine how we are feeling. But fingers crossed, today is the day we get this window trim painted again, finished, all of the stuff, and we no longer have to talk about window trim again. So today's plan is we're gonna do some taping along the edges because we have to paint it again, and unfortunately we're gonna have to paint pretty close to the edges. So we're gonna paint, or rather tape along the edges so that, fingers crossed, we don't get any black paint on the walls.
We're also hoping that this is the last time we have to move around all of the furniture and office stuff away from the windows. So now that the taping is done, without further ado, let's get to painting and get this project done.
We are still having issues with this paint. From a distance, right, these don't look too bad, but let me walk up. Can you see along there how bad that's drying? And unfortunately, this is pretty much dry now. So Matt's going over it to try to get rid of the bubbles, but then what's happening is it's drying almost matte versus gloss. It's just really bad. So as frustrating as this is, I think Matt's gonna try to take the paint back and put another coat on here. Having a good time, honey?
Love it.
Yeah.
It's got to be the black paint.
That is the other kind of complaint or issue that we're having is we bought premium paint, and at $70 a gallon, you would think it would not be doing this. So he's gonna run back. Fingers crossed we're still gonna get this project done today because we are tired of dealing with it. I know Matt is very tired of dealing with it. And yeah, see what they say. I'll report back to you all here shortly. All right, Matt is back from the store, got brand new paint. They had determined that the gallon of paint was definitely bad. They gave him a quote-unquote free gallon or free quart of black paint, but hopefully that's all we should need, and hoping to still get this project done today. I think you can see too that the sun is really coming into these windows now, so it's a lovely time to be painting the window trim, but we'll see. I think this is coat number 372 on these. So, you know, plenty of coats of paint apparently will be on these. Hope we never want to change the color of trim paint. Alright guys, we are removing the tape because we've just had enough of this black paint. I think it's better than what it was. It's probably still not perfect, but we're just going with it.
Oh, it's perfect.
Not happy? No. I can't get it in the camera, but there is still bubbles after the 55th billion coat and the new paint. But guess what?
It's done.
Yeah. We're calling
For
it.
now. It's the first project. I think we just said, all right, we're fine. We're done.
Yeah.
Compromised because I don't know what to do. It's brand new paint.
I know.
Same issue as before, guys. Like there was a painting video before. Maybe it's this one. I think it was
the
other
same
trim.
one. It's the same one.
It's been that long.
It's still going.
For reference, we bought that paint in February with the first problem we found, and now it's June. In either case, brand new paint didn't fix the problem either. It still bubbles up, so I have no idea what's wrong with this stuff. But here it is.
I'll flip the camera on and show you, but the trim really does look very, very nice. I think we're just disappointed because, you know, put so much time and effort into it and it just doesn't turn out, and Matt's still cleaning back there. A few drips, but yeah, I think that's the biggest issue, that like we just put so much time and effort into cutting the trim, making sure it was how we wanted it to look, and we didn't have this problem downstairs with our original windows. It's the same exact black paint, a different batch because we had to buy a new container. So
Twice.
yeah, I don't know.
It's different trim board.
Maybe that's it.
We bought pre-painted or pre-primed trim, thinking this would be nice because it was smooth to begin with. And now I don't know, it just reacted or something. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know, but if you made it this far in this video, like Matt said, it's been a project. Thank you guys so much. You deserve a medal. All right, there's the office window, and like I said, I think it looks really good. Everything is put back, as you can tell, so we are definitely calling this project done. And there's the 2 bedroom windows. So, I mean, it looks nice. Just stand back from a distance and, you know, in the camera it looks nice. So again, thank you guys so much for coming along on this one. And if you're still here, we truly do appreciate it. If you could do us a big favor, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. I believe we have perhaps more entertainment videos than this one, maybe. I don't know. But at any rate, thank you guys so much. We will see you on the next one. Bye for now.
Bye.